On the state of the Jubilee Party, I'm now joined by Kandara Member of Parliament Alice Wahome, who was part of the meeting yesterday. Good afternoon, Madam Alice. Thank you so much for joining us on News Desk. Straight on to your reaction to that statement there by the party SG Raphael Tuju, specifically that bit of him saying that the National Management Committee has recommended to the NEC that DP ceases to be deputy party leader of course, Jubilee.
Thank you, Grace, for this invite to address the issue. I want to say that I have just watched the TV. As a bona fide member of the Jubilee Party, I would expect that any organ that will process the issue of maybe expelling the deputy party leader would have notice. It is not possible that a NEC can be summoned immediately without notice to the person targeted and then make decisions. You know, these are the things that we are saying that our party, Jubilee Party, is practicing impunity. Raphael Tuju, our Secretary General, has no mandate to issue a press conference in the manner in which he has just done, because I suppose that he would have to call the NEC, give the NEC some notice, so that then the issue, if there is an issue in entering a Jubilee Party or hosting members of Parliament, who, by the way, every of those members of Parliament that you saw there yesterday are paying Kenya shillings 10,000 to our party. And therefore, I am surprised that our appearance at the party is causing ripples and is unwanted. When did they reach a point where we are not wanted in our own party?
Raphael Tuju has also spoken of the DP being barred from accessing the party headquarters, and that, by extension, also concerns you. You were also part of the MPs yesterday at the headquarters, and now the SG is saying they're barring the DP from accessing the party headquarters to use it as a center of, for his 2022 campaign, to use it as a platform to advance his hustler politics, which is counter to the party position.
In what way? I would want to hear from the party in which way that our attendance yesterday for lunch or appearance for lunch with the DP, who is the deputy party leader, at our party boardroom, how does that, or in which way does that amount to, to maybe causing disrespect to anybody or causing anxiety to anybody? I think that I would want to see the list. And any disciplinary measure that may be taken against any of us, including the Deputy President, must be understood that it will be tested through all party organs, including the court. This party does not belong to a single person. And Raphael Tuju, our SG, with the greatest respect to him, he's pushing his luck also too far. I think that we are prepared to push this issue. If they think that we cannot attend any meeting at the Jubilee, it means we are not expecting to be invited or to be summoned or to be included in decision-making of the party. There is a Political Parties Act that guides any conduct and of course would be able to speak to misconduct of parties. It's not coming up with a press conference and adjudging or making a decision that this so-and-so has a foul mouth. I have seen that our Secretary General has profiled most of us and saying that we have been speaking ill of our president. I think those kind of statements are the ones that are causing division in our party, and I do not remember any time that members of Jubilee Party, including myself, have been disrespectful to His Excellency the President. And you know what?
So allow me to cut you short, Madam, because all this, and especially all this again, and especially yesterday's event at the headquarters, has been described as an attempted coup. And in fact, using the words of Raphael Tuju himself, he says it amounted to attempted power grab, especially in the absence of President Uhuru Kenyatta. What do you have to say about this?
We are all aware that for you to be able to wield power for the political party, you would have to be an official. No one has any intention of causing a coup, because in any case, we do respect the rule of law. They are the ones who are practicing impunity. I believe the Deputy President is acutely aware that if he wants maybe any of us to sit within the party organs, we would want to call for elections, including Tuju right now is actually serving maybe at the pleasure of one particular individual or some individuals, because we haven't gone for any party elections. Their term is over, incidentally. I think any of us, in that respect, any of us could sit in the SG's position. Yeah.
Now, in light of all this, Madam Wahome, allow me to ask you, do you think it's time for the DP to bolt out? I mean, it's evident, the disunity is evident, and especially now, after such a statement from the party SG, recommending to NEC that he ceases to be the deputy party leader. Is it time for him to bolt out?
By reason of what? At whose pressure? At whose pleasure? DP is not serving at the pleasure of any particular individual. He's not an invited member. He is part of Jubilee, including ourselves, and therefore anybody who thinks or is... I think they need to go and offer more prayers for him to reach that position. Personally, unless I have exhausted all processes of expulsion, if I'll be expelled from the party, I will not go. And I don't think I have had the Deputy President. I don't speak for him, incidentally, but I do not think that he has reached a point where he would want to leave the party. Why should, if small issues, if there are issues in this party, and because I think they are using the name of the head of state. I have not heard the head of state speak to this issue, and I think we should wait for him to speak to the issue. It's not the Secretary General who should speak at that level. Indeed, the SG has been insubordinating the Deputy President, who is the Deputy Party Leader. And therefore, I think they will wait for a long time.
They will wait for a long time. So you're telling us all this will continue, the open division between the two, and even we can tell from even the statement that we just received from Tuju and the Hustler Nation, which according to the SG, he says is not part of the, the Jubilee party, it's counter to the party rather?
Over 8 million Kenyans voted for Jubilee party. They bought into the manifesto and the promises that we made. So they do have a role to play in some of these decisions that we are making as individuals holding party offices. So I want to ask all of us to sober up. I think the party leader should call for a meeting if there are issues for the party to discuss. These are not big issues. I don't know, the Tuju seems to say that there was going to be a fracas. A fracas for what? Who is this that feels that they are more entitled to go to Jubilee boardroom or party headquarters? Indeed, they say that the Deputy President doesn't have an office there. Is it by design to exclude him? Are we not speaking about inclusivity in this country? Deputy President has invested a lot, like all of us, in the Jubilee party. And I think it is unreasonable and almost maybe crazy to expect him to just walk away. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Lastly, Madam Wahome, because we don't have much time, but then as part of your closing remarks, and please keep it brief, do you not fear these party divisions pose a great danger for the country in as far as unity is concerned?
We have a leadership in this country in the name of the head of state, who is the party leader. I think he needs to call his troops to order, and it is possible that all these issues can be dealt with. Yes, I think continued disputes and differences within the party leadership can affect the running of the government.
Okay,
and we are minded and we are concerned.